is not good. Money is Debt is this movie that explains how our current money system works. And what Paul has done is basically explain this so that if we want a new system, because this system is not working. So the new system is something that we have to create. But first, so we somehow have to dismantle this current money as debt system. Just so you know, these movies have been sent to, they're in, millions of people have seen it online. It's translated into over 20 languages, about 24 languages online. They're sent to 50, 60 different countries. People are watching this, people are talking about it. So may I introduce to you the one and only, my partner, Paul Grignon, the Money is Debt guy.
Thank you. Hello. Very exciting to be here. I'm going to try and keep it short. I had a bigger speech, but it wasn't set for this kind of format. I was going to say that who creates money? Does any... Yes, banks create money. And what do banks create money from? Nothing. They create money from our debt. They create money from our promises to produce things in the future of value to each other. So why do banks have money? We are the ones that create the value in the money. Money would have no value if we didn't create anything to buy with it, would it?
No.
You have to think this through. You can go to my website, moneyasdebt.net. Most of my movies are completely free and available everywhere online. And as my wife and the president of my fan club said, 24 languages online, so we don't need too many translators. I have also been working for several years on an alternative model of money, which is the one used by local and community currencies, as well as business-to-business exchange networks. These people are already doing what I am proposing we change the entire world system to, which is money backed by real stuff from some specific supplier of that real stuff. In a business-to-business exchange network, you have reliable businesses, which is more reliable than individuals who may get sick or die or whatever, and they issue promises to deliver whatever it is they produce. This is what gives value to money. If you go to and a number of my websites, or just search online at Google, look for the movie The Essence of Money. This explains it, the whole concept, in 7.5 minutes. This is the original concept of money. It was used thousands of years ago, before precious metal coins were even invented. It was used in medieval markets when people didn't have any money. They used money as a measurement of their own promises of real things, but they didn't actually need any money. What we are suffering in is that we are suffering from the fact that we conceive of money as a quantity in limited supply. Why should the measurement of value be something in limited supply when we have such an abundance of real productivity that we produce? This is the change. I believe this is the change. I have devoted years of my life and thousands of hours of work making the movies to explain this to people, because we have been living in a cloud where most people don't understand what money is. When you go into a bank and you sign a promise to pay the bank $100,000, the bank makes a promise to give you $100,000, and that's your bank account. And if you never take that out in physical cash, the bank never needs any physical cash to honor that. You do all your transactions with these promises. And banks trade their promises. If one bank creates $100,000 for somebody and that gets deposited in another bank, well, your bank owes that bank $100,000, but that bank did the same thing, maybe the same day, and $100,000 went the other way. They both got to create $100,000, and no bank owes anything to the other bank. It's an amazing magic trick. It's a real little trick with numbers, and that's why they have so much power over us. We are the ones that create the real wealth in the world. And that's the one thing I want you to get into your minds right now. Because when you want to reclaim your world, you want to reclaim the power of creating your own money. And while I'm not saying that that necessarily works on individuals, I do have actually a very detailed proposal of how it can work on every level, from individual to individual, all the way up to governments issuing money on the same premise, and the corporations issuing money on this premise, which in the way I have shown how it can be designed, would be much more inclusive, because there would be no way to extort profits from this system. The only way to get profit is to include everybody. The supplier of these credits has to provide these credits, otherwise people can't buy their products. So that the only solution is to include everyone in the money circulation. Money is the root of all politics, is the sign handed up over here. Yes, indeed it is. Everything else is just deception.
Yeah! If you want to see